The next is the Waihoro Spreydon-Cashmere Community Board. Welcome.
Kia ora tātou. Waihoro, for me, is almost as hard to pronounce as everybody else's, but we're thrilled to have our name as well.
All right, yeah, I'll speak to this. This is the Christchurch Youth Council Community Series, so it kicked off in Spreydon-Cashmere, so it's sort of a joint initiative by the Christchurch Youth Council, who under their wing they've got the Spreydon-Cashmere Youth Community Voices is the name of what was our Youth Community Board, and so they held this event on Saturday with the aim of getting young people to come along to pitch an idea of something that they would like to see happening in Spreydon-Cashmere. And so 2 of the 3 pitches turned up. One was about TEDx Youth. They were very professional young people. One of them, they wanted to do basically a TEDx Youth event that they can invite 100 people to. The other pitch was about a youth market in our area on Centennial Park. And then the third one, the girl wasn't able to come, but it was about bike safety. She was from South Intermediate and wanted sort of personalised high-vis, sort of fluoro tops to wear when they're biking. And it was a really great event. The TEDx Youth one won it, so they were getting some funding. But it was just really great to be a part of that and to see that the youth in that area are doing something. And we were allowed to speak as well, so we talked, Carolyn and I, about community board and what we do, so that we sort of spread the word about how we can help them. So it was really lovely.
It was great. Good food too. This was our Community Service and Youth Service Awards, which we held in the Old Stone House, and that is such a fantastic building for this kind of occasion. Oh, what did she say?
It's the most fantastic photo.
It is, eh?
Oh, yeah, I know. If you look at those red cheeks, it gives away the gin intake bit, I think. Honestly. But anyway, it is the greatest place. You have a look at that. It is the greatest place to have this kind of occasion. For some reason, it has a real warmth about it in terms of people circulating and going from table to table and talking to one another. The staff provided all the food. They still won't do cream lamingtons when I ask them. But apart from that, I know that, no, you can't get good servants. But they provided all the food and went amongst the tables distributing the food, and the atmosphere was fantastic. And it was a really, really enjoyable occasion. And you will notice that we've had wonderful media, better than any other board's media in the Southern News.
Southern View.
And Southern View. These are the Craycroft gardeners who have been gardening for 25 years in Craycroft House, and amongst them is Caro, who is a Craycroft herself, and her great-great-grandfather was the one who built the original building. But many of these people have served the community in so many different ways that you'd like to go through the list of people that are sitting there looking at us and talk just about them. But all the people who received the awards were wonderful and inspirational.
Can I just say, can you go back on, Grace, to the boys? With these boys, I mean, when they came up, they had their head down. They were kind of embarrassed to be getting an award, and it was just so lovely because they do, I can't remember what they did now, but they do such a lot of work, and we heard comments from some of the older people on the other side of the ward saying that they were so pleased to see them there, because they don't hear the types of work that they do. So that was, for me, the highlight.
Yeah, it was. It was great. It was great.
Community events project.
Yeah. We've got a community events funding as a board that came from Barrington Big Fund that we're no longer holding, so people can come to the board and request funding for an event that they want to hold locally, and then they also will get training by Emma Pavey on the, what's it called, Get Set Go program. So this is one that's going to be held quite soon, held by youth at the Presbyterian Church up in Macmillan Reserve in October, and it's a Cashmere Carnival, so we're very excited and can't wait to go.
No, that's right. Yes, well, this is part of the huge media we are attracting, and we haven't paid any money to Ruth at all in mentioning us. She's talking about the age-friendly initiative, which is isn't that an appalling name? Anybody, Aaron, anybody who's got some imaginative name for an age-friendly initiative, please come and talk to us, because could it be more drear? Could you fall asleep quicker? Age-friendly. But the project itself is very exciting, and it is about supporting and walking shoulder to shoulder and having an adventure with those people who are older. And we are thinking of initiatives that we can take in our ward with people who are older, fitter, healthier than they've ever been in those age groups. Oh, this is terrific. The staff, because I think it's chicken and egg, but our board is always pressed on the issue of disability access, and the staff came to us with a proposal for the renovation of Barrington Playground, which is a very popular playground next door to the library and next door to the mall, with the renovation to be disability access oriented. And it opens on Saturday. But we've already seen the teenagers coming to the park and lying in the disability swing, just for example, with their headphones on, lying like this, blissfully. So we are thinking about how we can say to them quietly and gently that people with disability must have priority. But the teenagers are very welcome in the dark and in the night to lie on some of the things in our playground. When the people with disability aren't there, the teenagers are very welcome to come, and they might like to come at night like they do to the Margaret Mayhew, where they have a lot of fun as well. So, but we are very much looking forward to it, and as usual, the staff have come up with a really good idea and called it the Superheroes Picnic. So we've got the challenge of dressing up as well for the opening. Oh, God knows. Something that'll hide the red cheeks. You go.
Barrington. Barrington Mall. So we got the funding, of course, from the LTP, which was really fantastic. And then there's been consultation, and we've actually got 153 submissions now. And the consultation process, Spreydon Neighbourhood Network, who've led this, they commented yesterday, they just came to our board meeting, or on Tuesday, about how they were very happy with how that went, because the consultation team worked with them to do consultations both in the library, but where Spreydon Neighbourhood Network meet as well, and they were very pleased with how it went. And some people have suggested some very small, tiny little alterations to the plan, but I think overall everyone's very pleased with how it's going after all of these years. Yeah.
And we are too. Craycroft is one of our suburbs that has been called Hoonhay by the City Council for all of these years, and the suburb has got a very active residents association, which used to provide a welcome pack to every new person who came into the Craycroft area, but the new developments up Wolsey's Road, etc., have made that impossible to maintain. But they are an extraordinarily active group of people, one or two of whom were amongst those gardeners that we showed before. and they're an extraordinarily active group, and they would have liked to have had their own name and not Hoon Hay, which is quite a few k's away. So, and Helene Mountner on our board had another go at it, and using the fact that the name was recognised by the National, Craycroft was recognised by the Geographic Board and the National Roads Board and all sorts of other organisations, and the only one who still called it Hoon Hay was Christchurch City Council, and that has now been rectified, and they're very pleased and chuffed. Is that it? Oh, and I also want to mention briefly that the Heskett River Network volunteers had their anniversary celebration on Saturday, to end of July, Saturday the 28th of July, and that again was led by Helene, who was one of the founders of the River Network, which is a very effective body that links all the organisations based on the river, right from us down to the sea. And these organisations are active through the River Network, and for instance are the ones that invented the mother of all cleanups. And we're very happy and pleased that that was initiated in our ward and led by a community board member. Thank you.
Oh,
And what?
you know, I was going to finish.
Oh,
I've forgotten.
Go on.
It's the two things. We had I organised a Zone 5 community board meeting for last Friday. We had very good attendance from Banks Peninsula, not so much from the city, and then from community board members all the way from Motueka, Golden Bay, and then all around like Selwyn and everywhere else. So there's about 20 people altogether. They were very happy to come along, and we did. It was 10 till 3. So, and people have given me nice feedback afterwards, including Pam. But I've decided to step down from that position. We had an election of sorts where there was one nomination, and that was Alexandra Davids, who was a deputy, so she's now the Zone 5 representative, okay? And then the other thing, just very quickly, is that it's because I'm on the Summit Road, I've got, and Carolyn's got one of these as well, but they've got a new t-shirt, which is for Predator Free.
Yay!
So
That's nice.
this here, if you haven't seen it already, that bird, they had a competition for something to put on the t-shirt for kids, and they had it for different age ranges, and this was the winning design by a girl called Willow, who's around about 11 or 12, and so they're selling them, and this is to support the Predator Free initiative that they've got. So just to make you aware, it's got Summit Road on the front, so you should get one.
Yeah,
Thank you. Well, we've gone a little bit over time, so we'll take it moved by Tim and seconded by Phil, and I'll put the motion. I'm sorry, but thank you very much. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you.